Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the show. I am your host, Mike Malatesta. On this podcast, I dig in deep with every guest to get to the roots of their success, to discover not just how it happened, but why it matters. My mission is to expose the ideas and clues you need to inspire, activate, and maximize the greatness in you. Hey everybody, welcome back to a Friday solo episode, and so happy to have you here. Thank you for joining me. This is my second in a series that I'm doing that was influenced by my reading the book called With Winning in Mind by Lanny Bassham, Bassham. I hope I'm saying that name right. The first one, which was released last week, was called Selfimage, Building a Better You. And Lanny is a former Olympic champion, gold medalist, and he teaches people about how to become the best performer that they can become, which is what I like to do in my coaching business, and I like to do with myself as well. So the book really resonated with me and inspired me to do a series on self-image, because I've been talking about self-talk and what I call self-listen, but I hadn't really thought or talked about self-image. And when I read his book, it was just so important that I wanted to make sure I was sharing it with you. So you can reach Lanny at mentalmanagement.com, and his phone number is 972-899-9640. And I'd love to hear what you think about this, because it's my first time doing, a little series like this. And maybe it works and maybe it doesn't. So listen and or watch and let me know. So at the end of the last solo episode, I ended with this out of his book. The good news is that self-image can change, but I admit it is not easy. And so he goes on to say, and this really hit home for me, but maybe it will for you. The problem for most of us is that we know something has to change for our score or our performance or our goals to improve. We just do not want it to be us. That sound familiar? Something else has to change. We don't want to change. We prefer that our problem would be solved by buying that new piece of equipment. We prefer that if we read another book or took another lesson, we would change. We prefer that someone else be the problem instead of me, anything but me. But no one can change your self-image except you. You have to do it yourself. And the first step is to admit that you are the problem. So here are he takes us through now the 4 steps in changing self-image, and I want to go through those with you. Changing a self-image that is keeping you from reaching your goals may be the most important skill you will ever learn. I believe that you can change any attitude or habit you do not want. You should experience a corresponding change in performance when the self-image changes. Here's how to do it in 4 steps. Step number 1, you must be willing to change. Our self-image does not respond to the changes others want us to make. You must decide for yourself, and you must choose to do it now. That step reminded me of motivation. You hear about motivational speakers and being motivated, and really the only person who can motivate you is you. So this self-image and you must be willing to change really, I think, is exactly right. Step number 2, you must identify specifically the habits and or attitudes that you need to change. Be specific. For example, I'm looking for a solution to worrying about shooting below my average in the days just before a competition. And for reference, if you missed it, he is a Olympic world champion in shooting. So that's why the reference to shooting is there. Third, you must identify a new self-image that is in direct conflict with your old one. For example, I only think about what I want to have happen concerning upcoming competitions. And fourth, you exchange your old self-image for the desired one by only imprinting the new attitude or habit and trying to eliminate imprinting the old one. Remember, your self-image is the current state of you. It is not the final state of you. Be aware that your self-image is evolving in the direction of your imprinting. The better you control your imprinting, the better captain you will be of the submarine that is taking you to your goals. So that's it for this episode. Something to really think about there, those 4 steps, right? So this is about 5 minutes long and you've got 4 steps here. 1, you must be willing to change. 2, you must identify specifically the habits and or attitudes that you need to change. 3rd, you must identify a new self-image that is in direct conflict with your old one. And 4th, you exchange the old self-image or the desired one by only imprinting the new attitude or habit and trying to eliminate imprinting the old one. This is all out of the book With Winning in Mind by Lanny Bassham. Just blown away by the book, and it's helped me get clear about my thinking or get clearer about it, and I hope it has for you as well. So join me on the next episode, and I will take you through one more concept out of self-image concept out of this book. And I hope you got some value out of today. And until next time, keep maximizing your greatness.